I was driving in Temple Terrace this week and turned down a familiar street and was promptly greeted by a sign with letters far too big to miss. Road closed. Detour. But, of course, I assumed the detour would be beyond the street where I was headed and promptly drove past the sign. And, of course, I was wrong. There was no avoiding the detour. A U-turn was in order, and then winding through multiple twists and turns in order to arrive at my destination. Detours are like that. They'll take you the long way around. You'll reach your destination eventually, but it's not the path you would have chosen. In his book, The Land Between, Jeff Mannon wrote, "Some of us have been on detours for so long, we wonder if we are still using the same map." Have you ever felt that way? Maybe while on the detour of cancer or unemployment or a rebellious child or a broken relationship or maybe a spiritual valley. Detours are inconvenient, they're frustrating, time-consuming, aggravating. But they can also be opportunities for God's blessing. Sometimes in places we would never choose, God forges our character, increases our patience, and opens our eyes to things that we might have otherwise missed. For example, the trajectory of Paul's life from earthly apostle to heavenly resident was filled with detours, hardships, persecutions, a thorn in the flesh. He reflected on those experiences and wrote to the Corinthians how he was utterly burdened beyond strength. He despaired even of life. He felt like he had received the sentence of death. But in the detour, a blessing came. In 2 Corinthians 1 verse 10, Paul said that this was to make us rely not on ourselves, but on God who raises the dead. God delivered us from such deadly peril, and he will deliver us. On him, Paul said, we have set our hope that he will deliver us yet again. Detours don't have to be dead ends. They can lead us to our ultimate destination, just not in the way that we hope to get there. If you're on a detour right now, my heart breaks for you. And I pray that you'll get through this quickly. But I also hope that we all can open our heart and open our eyes to see what God wants us to see, what we might have missed if we hadn't taken the detour. Just a thought.